E aí, beleza? Tudo bem, pessoal? Como vai? Nessa aula nós iremos aprender sobre a função de do e does. Muitas pessoas têm dúvida de como usar o do e does. Bom, na verdade, as pessoas têm muitas dúvidas de como falar muitas coisas em inglês. Mas tudo bem. Nessa aula aprenderemos sobre os verbos do e does nas suas funções auxiliares e nas suas funções de verbos normais. Nós temos aqui todos os sujeitos e nós temos o verbo do e does apropriado para cada sujeito. Lembrando que does, que é o verbo fazer, ele só aparece aqui para as pessoas da terceira, na terceira pessoa. Ok? He does, she does, it does. E é isso, it does. So, he, she, it does. E o resto fica I do, you do, we do, you do, they do. Então fica I do, you do, he does, she does, it does, we do, you do, they do. Vamos dar uma olhada aí nos exemplos.
I do, you do, he does, she does. It does, we do, you do, they do.
Okay, and now that you have already learned about the function of do and does as the verb to do, we are going to learn how to use do and does as an auxiliary verb. Okay, so here we have got all the verbs in front of the subject that before was after the subject. So after the subject, it has the function of the verb to do. Before, it becomes an auxiliary verb that we use to make questions. So every time you listen to this verb do or does, that comes before the subject, it comes in the beginning of the sentence, it's going to be a question. So you already know that's a question. And this fact and this function is for an action, okay? Every time you listen to these verbs in here, okay, in the beginning of the sentence, it means a question, regards, related to action, okay? Something that happens every day. For example, you play soccer every day. The question would be, do you play soccer every day? It's an action that happens every day. Do you like pizza? It's something that you like, okay? I'm asking you if you like pizza. So it's something that it happens every day. You like today, you like tomorrow, you like it. So the question would be, do you like pizza? It's an action that happens often, okay, all the time. So every single time that I listen to this verbs do and does in the beginning of the sentence, it's going to be a question related to action. Let's see now a few examples.
Do I have to go to school today? Do you like pizza? Does he play soccer? Does she wake up early every day? Do we need to learn this? Do you believe in a better Brazil for the children? Do they speak English well?
Okay, and to make negative sentences with using the auxiliary verbs do and does, we place the word not after the verb. So from do and does, it's going to be do not and does not. But most of the time, we use the contracted form. So from do not, it's going to be don't, and from does not, it's going to be doesn't. Let's have a look at the examples to see how it goes.
I don't need to eat this. You don't like pizza. He doesn't play soccer. She doesn't wake up early every day. It doesn't rain a lot in January. We don't need to learn this. You don't believe in a better Brazil for the children.
Okay, and to use the verbs, auxiliary verbs do and does, as verbs to emphasize something in a sentence, okay, we place them in the middle of the subject and another verb. So for example, if you say, I like to go home, you say, I do like to go home. You are emphasizing that you really like to go home. I have to eat something. Okay, and then you emphasize that you really have to eat something, like I do have to eat something because I'm really hungry. So you simply place the verb between the subject and another verb, like for example, I do want, or you do like, he does work, and so forth. When you do that, you actually emphasize something in the sentence by using the auxiliary verb. Let's have a look at the examples.
I do need to eat this. You do like pizza. He does play soccer. She does wake up early every day. It does rain a lot in January. We do need to learn this. They do speak English well.
Alright, and to make negative sentence, use the auxiliary verb to simply place the verb in a negative form before the subject. So you have sentences like this, for example, don't I have to eat? Don't you like this? And so forth. By doing this, you're going to be making questions, but in a negative way. So have a look at the examples.
Don't you need to go to school? Don't you have to eat this? Don't you like to eat pizza?
Okay, and now let's have a look at the vocabulary for this class.
Rain, need, learn, believe, better. Eat, like, play, soccer, a lot. Children speak well, go, school.
Okay, thanks a lot for watching. That was one more class. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed, and hope you guys could learn something today. And just to let you know, just to remind you, I teach English on Skype. If you need to increase your English skills, if you need to learn more vocabulary in English, let me know. Add me on Skype. My email address and Skype address is going to be displayed on the screen after this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let's see you in the next class. See you.
Learn English now and have a global opportunity in your hands. English Global.